Sorry guys, hey. Sorry guys, hey, I ordered up some lines from Inline Tool, and they told me that the lines for the convertible, 70 Wildcat Convertible, the Sabre, whatever, is the same as the 70 hardtops. Well, they not. Actually, you could probably straighten this out, because when I talked to Buick Bob, let me come in here and show you. Alright, so when I talked to Buick Bob, by him having an original car unmolested, the green Wildcat unmolested, everything on this car is original. So I'm thinking, okay, this frame is routed out. The one on the 70, this is the frame that I was gonna use, but I think the rear of this one, rear of this frame is bent too. So right at the back. So I'm gonna convert a hardtop frame into a convertible frame, and how I'm gonna do that, guys, I'm gonna just cut out this brace here, or either I could get new metal and just box it in. Only thing is that this area is boxed, and on the hard top, this is not blocked. So with that, this piece would go into the frame. So this is wrong. So you could straighten these out, but the point I'm trying to make here is that I thought maybe this line was rusted out in here, but he's got an unmolested car, and he said no. He said his from the factory, this is how these came, guys. So if you see that, don't think that, you know, that your car, like I did, like it must have rusted out and they patched it up. And these are for the fuel lines, the feed line and the return line. So guys, so what I'm gonna do is I talked to the guys at Inline Tool, and I've done this before for the lines that I need. They told me they quit doing it, you know, but that's how they started off, I think, is by you sending in your old lines and they'll come up with new lines. So I'm looking at the rest of this. The rest of this is actually bent the same. Only thing, you know, this is off here. So, you know, I'm gonna just put a note on there letting them know the back of this is the same as the hard top. But I am gonna send them this part here and send them this whole new line, this whole line, and that's gonna help them, I believe, if you need for a convertible for any of these year cars, because I'm quite sure the frames are the same on the Oldsmobiles, the Pontiacs, or whatever. I'm quite sure they're the same. So after I send these lines in, you should be able to order the lines that you need. Alright, so then I'm going to cut off the front part. The front part had a hole in it there, and the top one was routed, you know, it's routed out just there, right there. So I'm gonna take this off, and then right in here is different too from a hard top than the convertible. The convertible tucks in there. This one is gonna stay straight. So I'm gonna take these lines off and I'm gonna send them in. I'm also gonna send them the brake line. I'm gonna try to heat that up, and I'm gonna send these brake lines in and have them make me a new brake line. So seeing the fact that this is probably going to be routed out here, there's no way I'm really gonna get that off. I'm gonna just take the back clip off. I'm gonna just cut this line and leave a piece of that rubber line on there so they'll have the complete line. Up here, I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to heat that up and take that line off of there. So I'm gonna come in and get these lines set up, and then I'm gonna send out notations on how these lines go too, guys, so that way hopefully it'll help them out. I'm gonna put tape around here so this don't break no more than what it is, and I'll put a note here saying like return line 1, return line 2, and I'm gonna put a piece of tape on both sides letting them know how that line go on there, guys. So let me come in and get these straightened out. All right, so I'm gonna try to just leave this brake line intact. So with that now, this brake line, I should be able to send this brake line in for them to redo this brake line. All right, guys. So with this, I got all these little clips that hold the two lines in place. I'm gonna take these off because I don't want to send them in. The good thing is they're not rusted, so I can sandblast them, and I can redo them. All right, so I got all the clips off of here now. So I taped this because this was like burnt out. It wasn't even rusted, it was burnt or something. So I put that on there so that'll stay straight. And on the box that they sent me my stuff in, I want to just see if this is gonna fit in here in one piece where I don't have to bend it. See if I can get this in there. Alright, so it won't fit in there. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna write on here straight, and I'm gonna bend the line. I'm gonna write on here straight, and then I'm gonna write on here that I bent the line. I gotta bend it in the area that they can straighten this out. Alright, guys, so by this stuff being so rusty, for one, I'm gonna grind out a piece, and I'm gonna cut this in an angle so they'll know where it goes. And then that way it'll let them know exactly how, you know, this piece is supposed to match up. Just put a grind mark on there, and then I'm going to do a perfectly cut line in an angle here. Alright. So I'm going to get a marker, and I'm going to mark return line 1 to return line 1, then return line 2 to return line 2. So then they'll know exactly how this is supposed to go now. Alright, guys, so I got all those lines, got them boxed up here, but they marked and labeled. We're here, notice 470 Wildcat Convertible, LeSabre, probably Electra, any convertible that year, 70, you know, in that area. But so if you ever need any inline tubes, guys, I'm gonna ship these back. Some of the lines worked and some of them didn't. This brake line, see, actually for the convertible, see, it's got this, I mean, the hardtop has got this bend in here. But I'm gonna keep these for my 70 Wildcat hardtop. But it's just a few different bends, guys, like that bend there that the convertible don't have. So I'm gonna keep these lines, but I'm gonna be shipping these other ones back. I'm gonna go now and see if UPS is open and see if I can get these shipped off. So, all right, guys, hey, coming in here today, and what happened is that what happened is that I ordered new fuel and brake lines from a place called Inline Tool. So once the rear brake lines and the fuel lines. So what happened is that they sent me I ordered them for, trying to see how these go. I ordered them for a 70 Buick, either LeSabre, Electra, Wildcat, convertible, hardtop. All of them might be the same. I'm not 100% sure. But what I do know is that they told me that the hardtop and the convertible are the same. And they not, guys. So, like right here, they put marks letting you know where they bent it at. So you gotta straighten these out. I'm just not gonna get them totally straight, but somewhat straight for now. I'll work with them a little bit more. So you gotta straighten these lines out. So what I did is when I got the other lines, they was the wrong lines. They was for a hardtop, not a convertible. So I got in touch with them, guys. Told them that they sent me the wrong lines. And guess what? They said, hey, if you got the old lines, send them to us. And we'll send you the right lines. So I shipped them the lines. Now the lines, to ship them, they was pretty expensive. But I kept the old lines for the hardtop. And I didn't ship them back because the more you ship, the more weight it is. The more weight, the more it costs. So I sent them what I had for the convertible. So now I just want to come in and see if all of these lines are right. And so far, these are right. This one could be bent just a little bit more this way, and you can do that just by me doing that. This one could be bent this way just a little bit more. And I can do that just by hand. All right, so those two are right. So I'm gonna move these out the way. I can tell these two are right. They Ford convertible now, not a hardtop. Because see, the thing is, the hardtop don't have this outside bracing on here, so the line dips in. Well, these convertibles are different. All right, so those are correct. Now I gotta look at these in the front. So I need to figure out these lines come through. I'm gonna have to do one of these at a time with the other one out the way. So let me move this one out the way. Let me see about this hardtop one real quick. I mean, front to rear brake line. Alright, so this needs to come in. Alright, so that's gonna go. Okay, so this is right so far. That's bending just fine. Now, why they got this bend in here? I don't know. They must not have read my thing correctly. But this bend don't need to be in there. So let me see. Oh, I see. I see. All right. All right. So that's fitting there. This needs to be bent. Now, see, even though they're doing this, I'm having to put certain bends back on here. So, okay, so this is right because it's coming up over the transmission support. So this is bending up the right way. Only thing is, this might be just a little too long here. That might should have. He didn't measure this right. But this is gonna have to bend. Play with this. Okay, I sold that off. Alright. So that's fine there. that. I think it's gonna work, guys. Alright guys, so after looking at that line, I cut this off. Because I figure I have another junction block. But I cut this off. So, and I left just the head of this screw on the line. So I just moved that, but I had this clamped. I had this clamped up under here. But yeah, this line, this front to rear brake line is gonna be just fine, guys. It's just once I get it screwed into the line back here, which I think I cut this one, I just cut this off. But once I get that screwed into the line, all of this front to rear brake line is gonna work out just fine. Like I told you, I wasn't understanding what was going on here, but that goes down and around. So this front to rear brake line with slight modifications is gonna work out just fine for this Wildcat convertible, guys. So alright, so now let's see if I can get this to come through. It needs to come through front of the frame. This could be straightened out just a, let me bring this back. I'm going to straighten this out just a little bit right here. And right there. So this comes through under the frame. Alright, so all of this is good so far. Alright. Alright, so that one's good. Bring this one through the same place. It's fitting in there. Alright, so all of these lines are good. The only thing that is throwing me off is this right here. I'm gonna have to go back and look, and these I might have to bend these myself one way or the other. But yeah, these lines are right. These are for convertibles now, guys. So the only problem I have with these lines is that, and I'll figure that out once I really get ready to mount the front to rear brake line. But the only thing I see wrong is that that might be like a 1/2 of an inch too long, that front to rear. But otherwise, these brake lines and fuel lines, they really, really look good, guys. So, and like I say, you could bend these whatever kind of way you want them, but at least the majority of it is right. Now, so I don't know how this hump is. I'm gonna look at the pictures and see how, you know, did these bend down or should these be bending the other way. Plus I got the other brake lines, and he might not understood what I was saying when I marked all of this up. So I don't know if this is gonna have to bend up this way and down. Instead of going down, it might need to go up or out. But I can rebend this, but it's the right length, guys. Sorry, guys. So if you need gas and fuel lines and brake lines for the big body, either 70 Wildcat, lesabre, the Electra is probably the same, you know, convertibles, 1970 inline tool, they bent these up. I sent them the old ones. These lines will work. The major thing is up through here where they go around the frame. All of this is bent right. Like I say, the front to rear brake line, looks like it might be a ½ inch too long, but I'm not really gonna know that until I get ready to put it on. But regardless, even if I have to put a bend to take, you know, a ½ inch in or out, I'm still gonna be able to get the line to work, guys. So, all right, brand new lines from Inline Tools. All right, guys, all things Buick. Hey, hit the thumbs up button. That's hitting the like one. If you don't understand what I'm saying when I say hit the like button is the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm putting out and helping you out, guys, comment. Let me know what you think. Hey, if you're watching on the TV, because see, a lot of people, I had to figure this out maybe after a year and a half of me making videos. My grandson explained it to me. If you're on the TV and you're on my channel, you go all the way down to the bottom, and it's gonna take you to the area where you can put comments in. On your phone, I think you might be able to do it right away. But if you're looking at it on the big screen, like through YouTube, on Firebox, or anything like that, you got to scroll all the way down to the bottom, guys. And then you can see where the comments and write a comment. I just want to explain that because I didn't know that. My grandson was down here one day, Devon, and he explained it to me. So scroll all the way down, and then that's how you make your comments, guys. But hit the thumbs up, that's the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm putting out, and comment, guys. Hit that thumbs up, it really helps me out. All right, guys, I do these mistakes and do all of this stuff dealing with inline tools, making sure we got the right brake lines for our convertibles so you don't have to. All right.